So guys, what I want to cover for you today is just 5 little basic tips or strategies I have used when I haven't been feeling as motivated as normal. Now, look, I think a lot of people kind of say with motivation that you shouldn't need motivation. I think it's like a beautiful thing. Often when we're motivated, we do things that we usually wouldn't. But what we're always looking to build out is the habits that we use when we're motivated to make sure that we continue those on, because consistency is what makes an amazing business. But also, as well, sometimes if you're feeling flat, if you're feeling demotivated, if you're not feeling your normal peppy self, these like 5 little tips and tricks that I've learned along the way have really, really helped me, especially in those times when I kind of needed it. Now, the first one is actually reading your vivid vision. Now, you might not have a vivid vision at the moment. It's a really great book by a guy named Cameron Herold. When I was able to read that book, it really, really opened my mind into what's possible within your business over a 3-year period. And I was also really lucky enough to get actually like a really cool template that when you write your vivid vision, I got in a template off an amazing, amazing business owner, which made my life like very, very simple. So look, if you're ever looking onto a resource around that, if you read the book by Cameron Herold, I'm more than happy to pass on to you the PDF document that we created for our company, because it does take like a little bit of a while to write out. But having that vision, having that direction of where you're going, like really, really motivates and inspires you, because you can achieve absolutely incredible things over a 3-year period. Now, the next one I actually stole off a guy named Grant Cardone. I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably heard of him. He's like a really amazing online marketer, sales expert. He's into billions of dollars of real estate at the moment. But with like a lot of my readings, and I also was lucky enough to go to a sales boot camp with him, which was like a 5-day event in Sydney. But just a simple framework of writing your goals each morning and each night. Now, we should be doing this all the time. I definitely find I'm more motivated, I'm more inspired when I do this. But if you're not doing it currently and you are feeling a little bit flat, writing down what you want to achieve with your health, wealth, relationships, all those types of things over the next 10 years really does like light a fire under you and gets you ready to absolutely dominate the day. Now, the next one I do is like very, very important to me. It's the reason why I have a one-on-one coach. But if I'm ever feeling flat, if I'm ever feeling demotivated, if I feel like I'm like kind of like need a little bit of assistance, that's why I have my one-on-one business coach. And, I think having a one-on-one business coach, especially for me, like I don't have any, set business partners per se at the moment. I've got a lot of affiliates and, really close staff members that I'm super, super tight with. But having someone who's able to give you perspective based on their previous experience and also kind of hear you out if you're ever feeling demotivated or anything like that really, really helps me just continue to push forward. And it just gives you really, really great perspective, because sometimes we might be getting demotivated because of certain reasons. When someone else like who's not in your business, who isn't as emotionally as vested as you, can give you some very simple strategies that you can use immediately to keep moving the needle forward. Now, the next one I like to do is actually from a guy named Andy Frisella. He has an amazing episode I talk about a lot. It's called Win the Day. It's episode 107 of the MFCEO podcast. And essentially it's where you write down your power list. That's like the 5 tasks that you need to move forward today. So, there might be a couple of work ones on there. Might be a relationship thing, maybe something with your health and fitness, whatever it might be. And then the final step is, once you have your power list, you want to like make sure that you build some action and you actually go and complete those as quickly as possible. And that's a very great quote that I picked up off a guy named Craig Ballantyne, where action beats anxiety. And we all know that the more action you take, the more good things that happen for you in life. So sometimes when you're feeling a little bit demotivated, I really like how Andy Frisella frames it, that like if you just do your power list for that day, then you know that you've won the day. So you might be able to like chill out a little bit in the afternoon or whatever it might be. But I find when you write that power list, you try and complete it by 12 p.m., you obviously get a lot more done. And then by completing those tasks that is pushing you forward towards your 3-year vision, is you often get that motivation just from completing those tasks, and you can continue on for the rest of your day. So guys, I hope you got a little bit of value from that. Look, I hope that there's not times within your life where you're super demotivated. But if there is any times where you are demotivated, I hope that this little training or this little framework that I gave for you guys helps in some way possible, because the world needs more motivated fitness business owners. We need more consistent fitness business owners, and we need smarter fitness business owners. And, if we just work on the days we're motivated, we're not going to be able to change the world together. So I made this training in hope that if there is ever a time that you're demotivated, you can steal one of my tactics, and I hope it gets you back into the swing of things as soon as possible.